I'm Snow White, and you're watching Extinction Files on the Hayden Company channel.
Hi, I'm President Annabelle.
Hello, I'm Hayden.
Welcome back to Extinction Files, the only show where we discuss prehistoric creatures like they're cryptids, even though they're scientifically proven to have existed. So today, we're going deep, like, way deep. We're talking about a whale, but not just any whale, a whale that could walk.
Yep, you heard that right. This whale had legs. It's called Ambulocetus, which literally means walking whale. Just imagine your average whale, but with legs that let it wander out of the ocean like it was strolling into a Starbucks.
Terrifying, really. Like, we're talking Jurassic Park meets Jaws levels of horror. But here's the kicker: despite being this incredible hybrid of land and sea creature, Ambulocetus went extinct. This half whale, half crocodile couldn't make it in the changing world.
Gone. And we're gonna find out why.
Let's rewind the clock about 50 million years to the Eocene epoch. Picture it. A hot, humid Earth with shallow seas and swampy coastlines. The perfect environment for a creature like Ambulocetus. This guy was basically living the dream.
You've got to think. Life was like one big summer vacation for Ambulocetus. He's out there catching fish, maybe hunting some small land animals, just chilling in those shallow waters, taking the occasional stroll onto the beach to tan his weird whale crocodile skin.
This was a world where the early ancestors of modern whales were just starting to dip their toes, or, fins, into ocean life. But Ambulocetus? It was a full-blown amphibian.
So you're telling me this thing is like the Adam Sandler of evolution, just walking from beach to sea without a care in the world?
Sure, I mean, if Adam Sandler was a 10-foot-long, 500-pound apex predator with the body of a crocodile and the awkwardly elongated face of a whale, then yeah, exactly like that.
You make it sound less fun.
The thing is, Ambulocetus was built to be versatile, but not exactly in the best way. It had powerful limbs for walking on land and swimming, but it wasn't great at either. It was like the Swiss Army knife of prehistoric creatures, useful in a lot of ways, but never the best tool for the job.
So it's like when you use those little scissors on the Swiss Army knife? They cut, but they're terrible. I get it.
And that leads us to the mystery of today's episode. Despite its unique abilities, Ambulocetus is extinct. So, what the heck happened? Let's dig into some theories. Theory 1. Climate change, when swamps became real estate nightmares. The first suspect on our list is climate change. During the Eocene, the Earth was going through some serious mood swings. We're talking about rising and falling sea levels, shifting coastlines, and shrinking swamps. Those cozy coastal waters Ambulocetus called home? Yeah, they were slowly disappearing like the last good pizza slice at a party.
So, Ambulocetus was basically living in a neighborhood that got gentrified. The swamps it relied on were turning into beachfront property, but like the kind of beachfront property that's bad for living whales and great for real estate developers.
Exactly. And as the swamps receded, Ambulocetus probably had fewer and fewer places to hang out and hunt. Its body was built for shallow waters and land, so when those environments started to disappear, it had nowhere to go.
I can almost picture it, no Ambulocetus just sitting in a dried up swamp, wearing tiny sunglasses, looking at the horizon and saying, well, this sucks.
Yep, life became a lot less fun for our amphibious friend. It's like if your entire ecosystem starts vanishing, and you're stuck being like, can I go back to the water? Oh wait, I'm not that great at swimming yet.
The ultimate identity crisis. You're not good enough for land, but you're also not fully committed to the sea. It's like Ambulocetus was stuck in nature's version of purgatory.
Theory 2. The whale evolutionary revolution. This brings us to the second theory. Ambulocetus was simply out-evolved by its own descendants. Nature had bigger plans for the whale family tree, and Ambulocetus was just one step in the evolutionary experiment. You see, around the same time Ambulocetus was wandering around, other proto-whales were evolving, but these guys were committed to the sea life.
So, while Ambulocetus is like, I'm cool with land and sea, the future whales are over here like, nah, we're going full ocean. They're the hot new generation that's all in on swimming, not this wishy-washy amphibious nonsense.
Exactly. Ambulocetus was the beta version of a whale, but nature was working on a massive upgrade. Over time, those fully aquatic whales got better at swimming, hunting, and surviving in the deep ocean, while Ambulocetus was still stuck trying to figure out which team it was playing for.
So, Ambulocetus was like your friend who can't decide if they're really into fitness or video games, and then their little brother goes full-on pro gamer. Nature was like, okay, big bro, thanks for the inspiration, but we've got this covered now.
In a way, Ambulocetus paved the way for modern whales like blue whales, dolphins, and killer whales. Without it, the transition from land to sea might not have happened at all.
So Ambulocetus was the awkward whale-crocodile hybrid that had to crawl so modern whales could swim. What a hero.
Yeah, it's like that scene in The Lion King where Mufasa's like, it's the circle of life, Simba. Except instead of lions, it's whales. And instead of being wise and noble, Ambulocetus just didn't make it.
Theory 3. Food chain crisis. Ambulocetus gets outsmarted. Okay. Theory 3. Ambulocetus faced a food chain crisis. At this point in history, a lot of the early whales were competing for the same food. Ambulocetus probably hunted fish, but so did other emerging marine predators that were better adapted to life in the water.
Think about it, you've got all these fast, sleek, dolphin-like proto-whales zipping through the ocean, scooping up all the fish. And then there's Ambulocetus, this clunky, semi-aquatic creature, trying to keep up.
So it's like, if Michael Phelps was swimming against a guy wearing water wings, Ambulocetus never stood a chance.
Exactly. As fully aquatic whales got better at hunting in the open ocean, Ambulocetus just couldn't keep up. It wasn't as fast, it wasn't as agile, and it probably had a much higher energy requirement because of its semi-terrestrial lifestyle. More energy needed equals more food required, and if you can't catch enough prey, well, things go downhill pretty fast.
The whale world was moving fast, and Ambulocetus was too slow to keep up. That's harsh.
Evolution doesn't pull any punches. Ambulocetus had to deal with increasing competition and fewer resources. So, in the end, it might have just gotten out-hunted by more efficient, specialized predators. That's the way nature rolls sometimes. Theory 4. Environmental chaos. It was a perfect storm. Here's the final theory. Ambulocetus wasn't taken out by any one thing. It was a combination of all these factors: climate change, competition, and evolution. Basically, Ambulocetus got caught in a prehistoric perfect storm.
It's like the ultimate crossover event. Every bad thing that could happen to an animal, all happening at once.
Climate change dried up its swamps. Competition made it harder to find food. Evolution gave it younger, fitter cousins that totally outshined it. Poor Ambulocetus was doomed from every angle.
You know, Ambulocetus really feels like the Rodney Dangerfield of whales no respect at all.
Yeah, it's like the universe just said, thanks for pioneering, buddy, but we're moving on. It's tragic, but at the same time, kind of beautiful. Ambulocetus may have gone extinct, but it set the stage for the rise of modern whales. It's the ultimate underdog story, or underwhale. Final thoughts, rest in peace, walking whale. So, what's the final verdict on Ambulocetus? Was it taken out by climate change, competition, or just plain old evolution?
I think it's all of the above. Ambulocetus was like the test run for future whales. But nature decided it was time to upgrade. When the world started to change, Ambulocetus couldn't keep up, and so it faded into extinction.
It's kind of bittersweet. Ambulocetus may not have survived, but without it, we wouldn't have dolphins, killer whales, or any of the majestic ocean creatures we see today.
So really, Ambulocetus is like the forgotten MVP of the whale world.
A true unsung hero. Rest in peace, you funky walking whale.
And on that note, if you ever feel like you don't quite fit in, just remember, you could be Ambulocetus, halfway between two worlds, but still important to the story.
We salute you, Ambulocetus, gone, but never forgotten.
Until next time, folks, stay weird, and keep an eye out for the next prehistoric cryptid mystery.
What extinct animal would you like to see next? Comment below.